What's up, Bills Mafia? It's your boy Prime at Cali Bills Talk. We're just about an hour past 24 hours since the abysmal performance of our Buffalo Bills last night against the Ravens. I was going to do a post-game show last night after the game. I was not in the right headspace to do one. I had to give myself time overnight to digest what I had just witnessed out of the Buffalo Bills. And I'm going to be honest with you, it took a lot out of me. We are not used to losing like that. We're going to get into it. But first, if you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, support a veteran channel. It would mean a lot to me. I'm not going to make y'all sit here and listen to me bitch and complain about all the things that we did last night. I think it was pretty apparent what the Bills were doing last night and what we weren't doing. I'm going to turn it over to Josh Allen, and I'm going to see what he has to say about the loss.
Yeah, I mean, I think they had a good plan, a good pressure plan.
They had a good pressure plan. Yeah. I felt like every play he was running for his life. And I'm going to apologize in advance. This video is not that long. It's a 5-minute video of his post-game press conference. I'm going to pause it. If he says something that triggers me a little bit, I'm going to let you know what I'm thinking.
They made more plays than we did, and it was evident right away. They had more urgency than we did. And
it was evident right away when Derrick Henry ripped off a 90-yard touchdown run to start the game. It was a punch in the junk, man. From the first play from scrimmage, almost a 90-yard run to the house. And did anybody see the replay of that? When Derrick Henry's outrunning, two corners and our safety? They look like little kids running after that grown man. And there was no way they were catching him. He got speed. I think they clocked him in at 21 miles an hour. Moving.
That's something we'll correct. Not everything was bad in this game. I don't want us to come away from this saying, we're the worst. And
all right. So I'm not going to sit here and say my team is the worst, because we are definitely not the worst team in the league. Last night we looked like the worst team in the league. Not sure what was up with that. I'm not at the point to where I'm abandon all hope. Games like this happen. It just happened that we were on the other end of a beating. Now I know how all the other teams feel that we've been playing lately. This 10-point loss I did see was the biggest deficit of loss we've had in 40 something games or something crazy like that. So, that hurt. Not only did we lose to an AFC opponent, not only did we lose to the Ravens, we got killed by the Ravens, right? It looked like we didn't even belong on the same field last night. No matter what we tried to do, didn't work. Allen was running for his life. James Cook didn't get into a groove. Wide receivers weren't getting open. That is a story and a pod all in itself. I can go in on Samuel Hollins. Shakir was even being covered. Drops from our tight ends. Not even going to get into the defense. Almost non-existent last night. But I'm gonna let this play for a little bit.
Lot to learn from. I'm glad this happened early in the season, so we can correct things.
Just your perspective, what happened on the play with Curtis, the fake play, and were you all right injury-wise after that? Obviously.
Yeah. Coach called a shot, and the guy made a good play. That's as simple as it is. He dove inside. I tried to stay out, and I was just trying to get rid of the ball, and guy made a good play, and that's what it comes down to.
Did you have any impact on I think it looked like you were looking at your shoulder afterwards. Was there any impact on that?
No, it was more just my low back hitting the ground than anything, so we're good.
What kind of challenges did they present? Some edge blitzes and for your line, and also communication-wise?
Yeah, make no mistake. That's a good team that we just played.
They were.
When they're playing that well, especially on the offense side of the ball,
they
we
did
as an
whatever
offense
they
have to
wanted.
figure it out, and we have to find a way to match scores. And again, we just didn't do a good enough job tonight. It starts with me, and takes everybody in this building to keep winning and continue winning games. And like I said, a lot to learn from, and we'll watch this tape, learn from it, flush it, and look to the next.
Josh, how much
Flush it quick.
in the gut was it Derrick Henry play in the first play that put you in the hole immediately? Just how much of a gut punch was that to get that early?
Yeah, I mean, I think again we're gonna hit it.
I'll answer that question about the gut punch. So when you found yourself down by three scores early, how did it feel to get gut punched? It sucked. It's these reporters with these questions, bro. It's a common sense shit, dude. It sucked.
Adversity throughout games, throughout the season. You know, we got to find a way to answer, and we just didn't do that tonight.
What did you learn about the team tonight, your team?
Again, I think the no blink mentality, down 21-3 at halftime.
What'd you learn about your team tonight? That we don't have any deep downfield threats. That I was running for my life the entire night. Nobody was really getting open, and the once in a chance or once in a while when they were completely open, they were dropping the ball. That's how I feel about what I learned about my team tonight. I need a dog. I need somebody that can stretch the field and go down and make those deep completions, right? The Justin Jefferson type plays, right? Dogs, right? Everything last night seemed to just be underneath except for that broken 3rd and 5 play where Josh Allen was again running for his life and just happened to find Shakir for the 50-yard score. Broken play, totally was not written, chalked up. That was not written up. That play was broken almost from the snap. But hey, we got Josh Allen. The play's never over.
Get the ball, score a touchdown. Had an opportunity to make it 21-17, and we turned the ball over. So, again, we were down and out early on, and we kind of stopped the bleeding. And again, we could have done more to really put a Band-Aid over it, and we just let it slip away. So, those plays are really big in the grand scheme of things, and they altered the game. But make no mistake about it, they came out, like I said, with urgency, and they whipped our butt.
It would be good.
Game plan. Was there anything that surprised you about it, or was it just execution on their end?
I think it was execution on them. They had a good game. Those guys get on the other side, get paid too. So they made, like I said, more plays than I.
Well, it's easy to make plays like that. One, when you have Derrick Henry, and two, when almost on every play your defensive line is on skates. Yet again, where was Von Miller, Russo, Epinesa? Like our front three, our front four, skates the entire night, bro. They got manhandled almost the entire night. God, bro. I understand in pressers, the game's over. There's nothing we could do about it. It's a loss. We need to move on. We need to learn to move on. But, they're going to always give the politically correct answer. Again, not everyone does this, but Josh Allen, he's a masterclass. He's class act. He's not going to come in there and just straight shit on his team. He's a pro's pro. He's going to come in here and just say, hey, I played bad. Our team didn't play the way we wanted to. He's going to kind of sugarcoat over things. And he's not going to place the blame on people. That's where drama gets started and all that bullshit. So Josh Allen's not about that. I just think it's funny sometimes when, they kind of avoid the question of, why'd your team suck last night, right?
Us, and we'll learn from it, and we'll be better from this one.
Yeah, we better. We got
yard play to Shakir. Just what happened on that, being able to extend the play and everything.
Yeah. Again, they brought a little bit of pressure. We had a max protect on, and they dropped a few guys into zone underneath where I wanted to go, and just tried to extend and make a play. And Khalil did a good job of scramble drill there.
So many guys on this team.
Here's the scary part about that. When he said we had a max protect on, bro, you were running for your life. Like as soon as your hands touched the ball, I mean, you looked for like a second. I mean, the play's not even developed at that point. And then you bailed out to the right. And I get it. You're trying to extend the play. You can run, you're a dual threat. You can run it, or you could, lob it like you did to Shakir. But I mean, what happens there if Shakir didn't do a good scramble drill? I mean, they would have probably hurt your ass if you ran for that. Right. I mean, good on Shakir. Like I said in previous videos, I mean, no one's really stepped up as that solidified number one. And I just gave it to Shakir. Shakir is our solidified number one receiver until somebody else absolutely steps up. Might not be Keon Coleman this year. Most likely will not be Keon Coleman this year. He's a rookie. Not really expecting much out of him, but he needs to produce when he's given the opportunity to get in the game. Okay. McDermott, we all know how he is when it comes to rookies. When Keon Coleman is in the game, I know he had 2 really good catches on the sideline. Those jump balls, kind of a basketball move, acrobatic catches on the sideline. Good, great. He dropped one that was right in the bucket. I think that's what Josh Allen was kind of alluding to there. Hey, we had a chance to do 21-17. He had a drop there, kind of stalled the drive. Not going to get into ass bass. He missed a field goal. I don't know what's going on with that kid, but something, somebody in the kicking room needs to get kicked in the face.
Another
there's not a lot of the same guys as years past. How do you ensure that there's not an avalanche and that you guys don't ride the roller coaster after a tough game?
Because again, I think the guys that make up this
A lot of
locker
people saying
room
we can easily
understand
go into a 3-game
who we are, what we are. Bless you. And we're not going to let this again avalanche. The guys that we have in this building, they're smart. The guys have played a lot of football in their careers, so they understand the ebbs and flows of an NFL season. And this is going to happen time to time. Sometimes you walk into a building and they were a buzzsaw tonight. They kicked their butt. That's what it comes down to.
Yeah, they did.
Keon had one in the first half that he probably want back, but he did make a couple of nice contested catches in the second half. Did you say anything to him after that one in the first half? And how good was it to see him make a couple plays there inside?
Yeah, it was really, really good to see him make some plays, especially after that first one. You don't really, especially now in this league, you don't need to say anything to guys, right? Like, if you do, I think you got some problems. Everybody's trying to do their best. Everybody wants to win. And sometimes, again, plays are going to happen like that. And we're not going to hang our hat on it. We're not going to make us not go to him anymore. It's not the last time it's not the last time it's going to happen either. We're going to have to find ways to put plays like that aside and keep moving forward. And we just didn't do that tonight.
Did you see from their rush play that they were either able to keep you in the pocket or sometimes were able to
took away Josh Allen's legs, bro?
I think again the communication that we have with me and the O-line could have been better tonight. That's something again we'll look at and we'll clean up. But they did again. They had a solid plan. They kind of understood what we were trying to do, and we got to make adjustments in game.
Kincaid has yet to surpass 50 yards in a game this season. You think you need to get him going a little bit more to help this offense?
It's not just one certain player we're trying to get going. I'd love to get everybody over 50, over 100 yards every game. And we just got to understand what defenses are trying to do, who they're trying to take away, and make the right reads and throw it to the right guys. Hey, guys.
All right. So Josh Allen, again, masterclass. He's going to hit the waves, right? He's not going to go deep into stuff, right? We don't need drama on the team. He clearly said it. You don't need to tell these guys anything. They know what's up. They're pros. They know they made a drop. You don't need to get on them about it. It's not the first time it's going to happen. I'm going to continue to go to my guys, right? So what a man right there. What a pro's pro, right? You just got shellacked on live television for the whole world to see. So it sucks as a fan, but it kind of looks like Buffalo, the Bills are just going to watch the tape, flush it, clean the bowl, spray some air freshener in there and move on, right? We got Houston, I believe on Sunday in the 1:00 window. That's where I'm going to just forget about this game, right? Perfect analogy. Blow it up, right? Flush it, clean it, and get out. Okay. We took a loss. We got beat bad. The bullies of Baltimore is a real thing. Hopefully Baltimore can continue to play like that at the high level, right? No ill will towards Baltimore. They were a playoff team last year. They played really well last year. They started rocky this year. They're going to find their identity and move forward. They're going to be scary. The Baltimore will probably go to the playoffs, most likely. Over 90% sure they're going to the playoffs. We're probably going to definitely have to play them early in the playoffs if they don't get the number 1 seed. So, I've prefaced this in a lot of my videos. The AFC is scary. There's a lot of teams over here. Chiefs, Bills, Ravens. Not going to go. Not the Bengals, but not Pittsburgh either. Pittsburgh's a dumpster fire, and I've been saying that. Colts gave it to them. But I'm going to let this one go, okay? 35, what was the final score? 35-10. It sucks. Thanks for rocking with me live last night. I couldn't have done it with the people that came in there and kept my spirits high. I haven't seen a loss like this in a long time. It's really out of character for, obviously for Buffalo to lose like this. The scary part, in my opinion, is that tape is now out there, right? Everyone watched it. It's out there. So has the recipe on how to stop this Bills offense been released to the world? Probably, right? You don't think Houston's going to just absolutely dissect what the Ravens did? Joe Brady's really going to have to get in his bag of tricks against the Houston Texans, man. And hey, scrub all that dig stuff aside. Like I said multiple times on this channel, I appreciate everything Diggs did when he was with the Buffalo Bills. But since he moved on, he dead to me, bro. Like, good luck in your career. I don't really care what you got going on. I'm not this little prima donna where, oh, look at Diggs, man. He already has a couple touchdowns. He has a passing touchdown. He scored again on Sunday, man. We should have really made it work with Diggs and kept him here. I would have loved to have Diggs stay on the squad. He's a dog, but it don't work out like that. Okay. He's gone. He's dead to me. I'm rocking with the boys we got on the squad. That's just how I feel. I really hope that Joe Brady gets in his bag of tricks and not the kind of trick play that we tried to watch last night that turned into a fumble. I'm also pretty upset with how we started the game with 2 screens left and then right. I feel the Bills, their identity mostly this year was, hey, we're run heavy. We're going to run the ball. Baltimore bullies, right? They stuffed the run. And I feel like the Bills went into panic mode. We did not expect Baltimore to stop the run and stifle us just like that so easily. I felt like that everyone was that put us off balance. Honestly, like we were not expecting to get stuff like that. So we went into panic mode and we didn't have anything for it. We did not have a game plan for taking into account absolutely not having a run game. Okay. James Cook, he had a nice run here or there, almost broke one, got tackled soon. I know Ty Johnson got in the end zone. That was great. But I mean, what was that? A 3-yard touchdown run, right? So it is what it is. Like I said, I'm going to use that analogy probably going forward. I'm just straight blow it up, flush it, clean it, and get out. All right. That's all I'm going to say about this. My hat is off to Baltimore. They played a gritty game. They wanted it, right? They started 0-2 and they're like, hey, this is not who we are. And everyone's like, hey, Buffalo coming into town. They look scary. He's like, Buffalo who? Watch what we're finna do to the Bills. And I didn't believe they would, but hey, hats off to them. They played a great game. They did whatever they wanted to us. I was upset yesterday, but hey, it is what it is. I'm moving on. Thank y'all for rocking with me so far in this journey. I started doing content because this is what helps me with the things I got going on in my life. If you are currently a subscriber, thank you for watching what I put out. It means a lot to me. If you're new to the channel, hit the sub button, support a veteran channel. It would mean a lot to me. I'm going to continue to try to put out content as much as I can. And until then, bro, Prime's out.